you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a reaction to Rangers Motherwell. I didn't see I've got my notepad because I've been writing down the scores. Look, obviously the games we predicted, and then the games we predicted. So I've wrote in there. I've not really wrote notes. I might write notes for next time. Because I'll be watching the Old Firm, because obviously I was working, so I couldn't watch the Motherwell game, but I saw the highlights, so I know briefly. But I'll be watching the Old Firm, so I'll be taking notes of it.
I get
you
most of it. Most of it.
Most of it, aye.
Because
you know, my boss is staunch, and when you actually go up to him and say, you know, Old Firm second, can I get it half? He'll be like, no problem, leave with me. You'll not be coming in, you'll get it half, so you can watch us beat the Monkey Mob. So, aye. He also gave me a handshake yesterday because the beers ago.
Did he?
And it was a good handshake. See the one where you get that fucking
The connection.
The connection. It was pinpoint. I was like, that was a good handshake. Right. Well, we'll go through the Rangers game first, because obviously that's the game we went with first. So you went with 3-1 Rangers.
3-0 I went.
No, you went 3-1. Don't try and say you got that game right.
I went
Don't
3-1.
try. You got one game right, but know that yet.
I went 3-1, aye.
And I went 2-1. So you got 1 goal off. I was 2 goals off. The reason I put 2-1 is because I thought we'll score 2. But I thought Motherwell would score. They did, but I think it got disallowed.
Aye, get offside.
Aye, and see on the highlights, they were actually all ours the first.
Aye.
Like 15 minutes, well no 15 because we scored in the 13th minute. They were all ours because they had like 3 corners in the first 10 minutes or something. So
and then it takes a fucking lovely ball from Barisic.
He's better than Tab.
Lovely ball from Barisic into the
Folk
box.
will say this is controversial, but Ballmer is better than Tab.
Deadlock's broken, and then
The only way people think Tab's better because he scores more goals, but it's hard for Ballmer to score when Tab takes the penalties, the free kicks, the corners, the throw-ins. You know, it is 2022, we're going into 2023 and Tab's still taking every set piece. Now folk will say, oh he's good at it. When was the last time he scored a free kick? What, Dundee United away when we won the league? It's the last one I can think of. I can't think of any other ways.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I know folk will say he's good, but surely just give somebody else a chance. Like, we don't even know if anybody else is good because Tab he hits them all the time, so you don't actually know if anybody else is good. They never got a chance. Kent gets once in a blue moon and it'll go and they'll be like, oh, Tab keeps rotating them. And same with Ballmer, he'll hit you in and it'll go and then
Get me in the free kick.
no, you're shite at free kicks. So the first goal, I mean, Ballmer just does Ballmer things, just pinpoint, straight into Buff's seat. Buff, being the man he is, knows where the goal is, just nods it in.
I think the keeper should have done better.
But you can't do nothing.
That one and Goldson's one.
The Goldson's definitely. The Morelos-Shan's hard because it's close range. Goldson's is a bit boot. Morelos' is close range, so all you can really do is just dive and hope that he goes that way.
Yeah. Because
it's so close, it can't react to where it goes because with the pace of the ball's gone for Ballmer, Morelos just needs to direct it and it's going to keep the power. So he just needs to jump and hope that he can get something out. But the Goldson I mean, I didn't even think that's how the goal went in. Because when I was watching the highlights, I saw Goldson header it.
I thought it took a deflection.
No. But then I thought, oh, that one would be the goal, and then I saw it hit the ball and gone. I'm like, okay. I want the Motherwell keeper. Thank you.
Should be doing
And
better.
then, I mean, Tillman's goal is just sublime.
He just turns and turns and turns. He just doesn't stop turning.
He's going to be vital for this Old Firm. As long as, but the thing is, they will put players on him because they know he's dangerous. So we need, I mean, as long as he just keeps on turning, he possibly could do something.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's going to get marked for days, and same with Morelos. They'll be the two that'll get marked because they know what Morelos can do. As much as I like to say that he can't, everybody knows what Morelos can do by holding off defenders. But if Morelos is on his best, he could probably take on all 3 of the Celtic, 4 of them. Well, the 2 centre halves will say, probably could take them both out of the play if he's on his game because you can just hold them off for fun. Might even win a free kick that Taverny will take because nobody else is religion. But
Now I'd go into the other games.
But well, before I mean, we'll talk about Beale first, right? We're 4 games in. We get what? 12 points. Is that right? Is that my maths right? Yeah. I was about to say 12 points, 4 games, no loss of games since he's came in. 2 of the games we were 2 goals
Very
behind.
nervy, man.
2 games we came back from behind, but under deal we wouldn't. So I mean, I'm fairly happy. I was talking to George at work when we were doing the brunch, and he was saying, how do you feel about Beale? And I'm like, well, we're winning games, and I don't care if I would love for us to go and smash every team 4, 5-0, 6-0. If we're taking 3 points away from Ross County, you take that and you go. You don't. A win's a win. 3 points is 3 points.
Yeah.
The only reason we need goal difference is because if we win the next few Old Firms, it's going to be level
It'll go
points.
down to goal difference.
So it goes down to goal difference. So that's where we're trailing quite a bit.
Yeah.
But in any other season, if we go and win every game 1-0 and beat Celtic 1-0, we'll win the league. Like, that's just the logic. As long as you win the game, if you don't lose a game in a season and beat Celtic,
that should be
you're winning the league.
Aye.
Or even win every game and draw against Celtic. Well, maybe we'll draw. You can draw 3 and win 1 against them. As long as you win the rest, you win the league. It's simple as like. But just because of the way we are now, with it being so many points behind and goal difference, if we were to win the 3 Old Firms, we'd need to hammer them to get the goal difference down a wee bit. But then, if we beat them in 3 Old Firms, you never know. They could slip, but then also we could. But the way we are playing, it doesn't look like we're going to slip because we've got that mentality just to keep on going. Right, so we'll go into the other games now. Next, so the Killie Aberdeen, I went 1 each, you went 2-1. The score was 2-1, so you got that right. I went 1-1 purely because of the fact of Kilmarnock's shite and Aberdeen are also shite, so I thought it'll be a draw. But I did back Killie and McCoolton because I thought Killie possibly could beat them just purely due to the fact of how bad Aberdeen have been. And also it's another cup final, so they don't really care what happens.
Then you get Hagel saying that, oh, well, you back in Killie, they'll beat Aberdeen, they'll fucking...
No, I'm like, done it, you do. You look at teams, you look at the recent forms and you go, you back that team. Alright, Killie's not played well either.
That's
but
right.
Aberdeen are hoaching, and how I think they're still third, but I don't know if they are. But how they're third, it's actually an insult to Hearts and Hibs and that. How Aberdeen are actually third because they are literally poaching. How we only beat them 3-2 is actually quite insulting to us because they're bad. Right, the next one we'll go Hearts versus Ross County.
No. Dundee United played Ross County.
Oh, sorry. It's Hearts versus Hibs versus Celtic, sorry. Because I've just wrote the letters, because I couldn't be writing out the full name, so it was just, I couldn't be bothered. So Hearts Celtic, Hibs Celtic. You said 3-1 Celtic, I said 2-0 Hibs. Nailers were right, mine was quite far off to be fair.
4-0.
Mine was quite far off. But, you know, I thought, you know, maybe Hibs won't drop points. It's by Christmas, why is he playing Christmas songs? Right. But so, you know, I thought maybe Hibs won't lay down to them, but they obviously did.
They always do.
You know, and then Lee Johnson, the Hibs manager comes out and says, Celtic are the best team he has played, bar Man City. Bullshit. That's bullshit. Well, but it probably isn't, because he's never faced Dortmund, Bayern Munich, any of these teams, because he's a shite manager. So, fair enough, maybe, but in terms of who he's played, probably, in the terms of teams around the world, he hasn't played fucking.
Yeah.
There's many teams better than Celtic, and that's not even an insult. Celtic are playing good, but Celtic wouldn't beat Bayern Munich, PSG, all these teams. But
all biases aside, I don't think that.
I think we would. Well, I mean,
they beat Dortmund.
We beat Dortmund. Bayern Munich are a different team though. Right, so the next one we'll go Dundee United versus Ross County.
Yeah.
You said 2-0 Ross County, and I
2
said...
0 Dundee United.
I said 2-0. It was 3-0.
That's the complete opposite of you.
So I was one goal off. I was close. I didn't expect Dundee United to score 3, to be fair to you. That's what I said 2. If I did feel that they would score 3, I probably would have went 3-0, but I thought they would have got just 2. But you take it. And then we've got St Johnstone Hearts. I think that's the last game. We've done Rangers Motherwell, we've done Hibs Celtic, we've done Killie Aberdeen, we've done Dundee United. We missed it in the Livy game because I didn't see it on the thing. So, but we've got them in for the next year because I've wrote down on this page our predictions for the next year, which we will do at the end. So St Johnstone versus Hearts. St Johnstone, I went with 1-0 Hearts and you went with 0-0. It was a 3-2 win for Hearts. A lot of goals.
And St Johnstone were like 2-1 up or something, 2-0 I think.
It was a very good game. Both teams were gone for it, you have to say, fair enough. It's not very often that both teams start go at each other and try and win games unless they're playing Rangers.
Yeah.
When it's Celtic they sit back, but when it's Rangers they have to go for it. But obviously this is Hearts and Johnson, so I was fairly surprised that both teams were going for it. But I'm quite glad we didn't predict the Livy game because they bust my kitten. So you're lucky you're even in the next prediction.
I don't even care about the score.
One each. You bust my kitten. You went 1-0 up with 10 men, and then they got a man sent off and then they scored. I think that's what I saw in the thingy. Right? How can you go down to 10 men, score, then they go down to 10 men, and then you concede? It is a joke. You bust my kitten, you bust me for £273. I will be in contact with the club on getting half of that, because I think it's only fair, because you're well leading.
Is that the only team that you needed?
The only team that was left. PSG were 1 each, but they ended up winning 2-1 in the last minute of the game. But everything else won, predicted everything else right. Well,
The usual.
it is, it really is right. So now we're on to predictions. 12 minutes, man!
Mate,
I mean, folk wanted the channel back, so... Right.
Predictions on the next video, no?
What? Are we doing it?
We did. This is the reaction.
Aye, but I was thinking just put it in the thingy, but...
No.
Because we're making the whole fun prediction. I forgot
so
we're making that the day, so... Just do that in the next
So,
one, right?
that's all the way, guys. Like, comment and subscribe. And like I said in the previous video, we'll be doing a 250 subscriber giveaway.
And not just that, once we're going to be doing a giveaway every milestone, which is every basically 50.
Aye.
So 250, 300, 350, 450, as far as we can go. But we'll start off kind of low key with the prizes, and then as we get more and more, we'll get the bigger prizes. So,
but you won't know what the prizes are until we hit the 250.
well, actually, I don't even know what I'm picking yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure at the side.
250. I've got a rough idea.
You've got a rough idea, but I'm just trying to think, because if you're going with that, I kind of need to go with something else. I kind of give them the same thing.
Aye.
So, but I'm just trying to think what there is.
Yeah. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, we just talk a lot of rubbish.
Well, I mean,
but everybody wanted it back, so this is it.
I mean,
And like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next one.
bye.